Hello, everybody, and welcome back to our weekly spotlight. This week, we are highlighting our girls' track team and talking to a couple four-year track athletes. So, girls, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Hi, my name's Abby Cafagna. I'm a senior at Oak Lawn. I've done track all 4 years.
And I'm Alice, and I've also done track for years, and I'm senior too.
All right, ladies, welcome. Happy to talk to you today. So, just got a couple questions, get to know you a little better, and kind of spotlight your team as well. So, first question I have, Kristina, we'll throw it to you first here. How long, you mentioned you've been doing this for 4 years, but what exactly got you interested in track and field?
So I basically started off with dance because of my brother who had friends on the dance team, and my friend, we were in band together, and so I asked her if I should join, and I was looking to kind of condition and work on my endurance for dance, but then I actually ended up really like enjoying it and just going with track all 4 years.
Abby, how'd you get into it?
Well, in sixth grade, I started with cross country, and I really enjoyed it. And I was just like kind of naturally like I would always like even as like a kid, I'd always be like running around the house and stuff, and I always loved just running in general. So I just signed up for cross country, and that's how I started.
So, cross country, track, got 4 years of experience with these programs here, lots of memories, lots of events, a lot of activities. So, can you look back and kind of identify what maybe a favorite memory would have been? Abby, how about you first?
Favorite memory was the last year when my relay broke the school record. It was kind of like a big moment for all of us, and it was something that we worked really hard for, so it was really special for us. So.
Christina, how about you?
I had a lot of memories, but like what I liked the most was the 4x4 races at the end and the bus rides home because I couldn't just pick one, but I just always loved having like everyone cheer on the 4x4 runner, just the energy on the last race and like just that whole like kind of energy really like it was like something I enjoyed all 4 years.
So we got a lot of free time now, but in general, what when you guys aren't running, because I know being a cross country track athlete, you got a lot of time, you got to put down a lot of miles. When you're not running, when you're not training, what are your hobbies? What are your interests? What are you doing with your free time? Christina, how about you first?
So I like anything creative really, and so like I do hair, makeup, all that. I like to paint, just anything creative really.
Abby, how about you?
Um, I just usually like going out with my friends and stuff like that. I'm a really like outdoorsy person. I like camping, fishing, stuff like that. Like going on hikes with my friends whenever possible is really like something I really enjoy. So yeah.
Very cool, very cool. So whether it's an athletic influence or just academic life in general, who in your life has been one of your biggest influences? So Abby, how about you first?
Um, Probably the biggest influence right now in my life is probably my family. I mean, um, I've been really close with like my parents, especially mostly because they've gone to all of my meets. They support me through everything I do, and ever since sixth grade, they would go to my like, cross country meets, track meets, everything, and it's just been really like inspirational to me. And they're probably like the number one reason why I carried out doing track the high all of high school and into college too. So.
Awesome. How about you, Christina?
Yeah, I'd say the same thing about my because they although they didn't come to every meet because I personally didn't want them there because it can be really nerve wracking, but they always supported the team and made sure to donate and help me out with fundraisers and such. So they're a big reason why I'm on the team too.
That's awesome. Yeah, and in one of the you're joining the sport, you got your family at home, your direct family, and you got your family
Yeah.
from participating, which kind of gives you that little extended family feel, which is great. So, um, thinking back to school, we've been out of school for a few weeks now. Any specific classes you're missing, or a favorite class or favorite teacher you had? Kristina, how about you?
I'd say my freshman had an English class with Miss Kara, and I just remember that class the most because she always inspired us to kind of like don't settle for the small things, kind of go bigger. Because I started off with no honors, but she really pushed me to join some honors classes, even though like I didn't start off right away like the other kids. So I think she was my favorite.
Very good. How about you, Abby?
Well, there's been a lot of classes I've been missing, especially recently. One of the classes that I had going before the school year got cut short. I was in interpretation of literature, and Miss O'Day, she's just the sweetest teacher I've probably had in all of high school, and she's a really special teacher. So I don't know, I just really miss that class a lot. Most.
Awesome. Good shout outs there. So, as for your vets on the team, you know, difficult time, we're all getting through it. Do you have any messages for your teammates or your coaches or your Spartan family in general? How about you, Abby?
Just in general, like, don't let this like bring you down. I know a lot of people have been kind of like upset about like everything going on. But like this doesn't really like define like the school year or your season or anything. This is just like kind of like a hiccup in the road, and everyone's going through it together. So
For me, I just want to keep it simple and say that I miss everyone, and I just miss having fun, like every day at practice with everyone, laughing, and like you don't really realize you're gonna miss those memories when it's kind of just taken away. But also, don't forget us. We may be seniors, but don't forget us.
No, for sure. I say this to seniors on my teams all the time. No matter your role on the team, every senior leaves their mark in some way and carries it through for the other kids. So wouldn't worry about that. So what advice, as those veterans you have, as a track athlete or even as a cross-country runner, what advice would you give some of the younger athletes on the team? Kristina, how about you?
I'd say it seems kind of basic, but don't give up because although you might not be like as good as your teammates or like on an invite lineup sheet or something, you still should push yourself and work hard. Because I know myself, my freshman year I wasn't the best runner, but I still pushed myself. And sophomore year I started getting better. And also it might not take, it might take a long time to get better. Like for me, it took a whole year. So don't get discouraged if you're not seeing results. You just got to keep pushing, and yeah, hard work pays off, basically.
Yeah, as a former cross-country coach, I can attest to that. It takes time. Stick with it. How about you, Abby?
Personally, I think like one of the biggest regrets I had was like kind of just like do everything you can like while you kind of have the opportunity, even if you're not competing at the meet or whatever, still go and support your team because competing or not, you're going to have an amazing time. And even like throughout high school, just go out, do everything, go to the football games, dances, it's everything.
Get involved, even though it sounds basic.
No, that's definitely, I think, one of the takeaways from the situation we're going through now is, don't take anything for granted, stay involved, and take those chances and do what you can do, right? So what are your plans for after graduation? So, Kristina, how about you?
Well, we're both going to Trinity, just different kind of paths, I guess, with the same school. So I'll be majoring nursing and minoring in Spanish, and then after that, I'll see where it goes. But I'll be running cross country and track there, so I hope I'll be able to make up what I lost this season over there.
Kind of stole Abby's thunder. Abby, what are you doing after graduation?
Okay. No, it's okay. But yeah, like Kristina said, we're both going to Trinity, and it's going to be kind of nice, going with someone there. And we're both going to be running track and cross country, so it's going to be an interesting experience. And I'm actually going to study pre-vet, hopefully do something with that. So see where I go from there.
Awesome. And what do you know? We have 3. I went to Trinity and I was a troll. So you got 3 trolls on this little podcast here, all runners too. Crazy. Great school. You're going to have a great time there for sure. So, with that, thanks again for coming on. I know it's a difficult year, difficult season, not the way anybody would have thought we ended up our last season here. But, like I said before, especially the captains on the team, it's you always leave that mark with the program, and I know I can speak for Coach Feeney and that whole track staff is, you've definitely left your mark. We thank you for the hard work and the dedication you had for our programs and just making Spartan Nation a little better. So thank you, girls, and good luck.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thanks, everybody, for taking the time to watch this week's Spotlight. We'll be back next week with another team, another round of seniors to talk to and get to know. Don't forget, we are Spartan Athletics, and we are on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube at OLCHS Athletics. Until next week, stay safe, keep washing those hands, and go Spartans.